Razor Sharp Studios. It's time for the Big Dog AC Show.
Big Dog AC Show, what's up? We are back. We are pumped. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We're pumped. We got a lot of shit.
A lot of shit to talk about. We appreciate the Oregon Beer Club.
Yes.
I guess I'm a member because AC got me a box of beer and all kinds of cool shit and a shirt for Valentine's Day. So that was very cool. So we've had a couple of them and they're pretty good.
Well, yeah. And then they sent, and I posted it. I don't know if people noticed it from Valentine's Day, but we got 8 beers, but 2 of 4 different kinds.
Right.
So we've been drinking them right now before the show.
Yeah, and they're good and strong and they're doing the job.
But everything, it's just so cool. I mean, you pay so much money for this, and then they send you 8 beers, like I say, 2 of 4 different kinds.
Different kinds, yeah.
And then you got a shirt, you got some other stuff, and then it has a little scorecard, which is really cool. And then you can fill that out and then take a picture of it. And, they're on Facebook, Instagram, Oregon Beer Club, and then hashtag Oregon Beer Club. But yeah, they're really cool. So then so we're on the 4th one. We're on the 3rd, you're on the 4th.
Can you tell? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just trying.
But all of them are really good.
We're
going to get through it. But you get to pick what kind you like, and then they'll send you, random things and stuff. And then you got a shirt, and then we got a little sticker.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And things. So then here's, here's a scorecard.
It says drink Oregon beer. The sticker.
Yes, which is, we're in Oregon.
Yeah.
And we drink beer.
Yeah, we do.
And yes, let's drink some more Oregon beer.
That's what we're doing.
So the first one we had, so we'll just go through these because we've already, like I say, we've already had them. But we haven't rated them yet. They're from 1 to 5.
Right.
We have not rated them yet. So the first one was Ben Brewing Company, and it was an Alpha Blonde, Hoppy Blonde Ale.
Yeah.
5.2% alcohol.
Right.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked that one a lot.
We're not going to give the cat out of the bag yet, but they're all good.
All of them were really good. And even, I didn't pick like dark or whatever. And now it's hesitant to pick hoppy because sometimes we don't like hoppy, but every one of them, even with the hoppy, it was good.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, everything was really good job, Oregon Beer Club, man.
We actually took a drink of our first 2 and we were kind of like, hey, that's okay. AC's like, I like that. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. And
I like the Alpha Blonde a lot. And that was in a pint. Yeah. And that was really good. And then we had I'm going to fuck it up probably. Van Henyen Brewing. It's an IPA.
Yes. Very tasty.
7.2% alcohol. And you like that one a lot.
I did because of the alcohol content.
Well, yeah. But it was hoppy, but it wasn't like overly hoppy. I mean, it just... Sometimes I don't like the hoppy because it just tastes, it's too strong, too skunky in my mouth.
You can't even drink it if it's too hoppy.
Yeah, but this was good. This one was good. Yeah, I mean, it was really tasty. It was like hoppy at front, but then it smoothed out and it was not even a big deal. I like that one too.
I'm sorry, but I just started thinking about what we talked about earlier with snacks and Babs.
Oh, do you want to talk about that in the middle? Okay, that's fine.
Hilarious.
Yes, because you got a call from Snacks, right?
Snacks calls me. We'll get back to the beer.
Yes,
but
we will.
Snacks calls me, and he always tries to play like jokes on me or prank me,
Yeah.
And I'm all, what's up, man? Where you at? He goes, we're just driving back from Mountain
he said Concord, which is not Mountain View.
We're talking about the shoreline, and I said Shoreline Amphitheater. I told him, he goes, oh yeah, that's where we're coming back. So Snacks and Babs are driving back from Shoreline Amphitheater.
Supposedly.
That's what he wants me to think.
Yes.
And then he goes, yeah, we just, Babs says, we just went and saw George Michael.
And we're like,
and I went, what? Okay, he's no longer here.
He said he's dead.
and Snacks.
I snorted this time.
Yeah, Snacks and Babs were like, what? They had no idea. They had no idea.
I'm sure Babs knew that he was dead. But, if anybody who knows her.
So if you're going to play a joke on someone, make sure if you're going to do that, make sure the person's still around.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, so we were busting up her.
Oh, yeah, but anybody that knows Babs knows that she would make some sort of mistake like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, she knew he was gone.
Yeah.
I'm sure she knew.
If it wasn't an 80s hair band, she just know what the hell's going on. It doesn't.
Well, that was fucking hilarious. We're like, what?
What?
Like, okay, never mind.
He's
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming back. We bought a washer. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Why did she just fucking say that?
No, he wants to. He goes,
fucking nuts.
I guarantee you, Snacks is like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with Big Dog. I'm gonna fuck with him. Hey, we were coming back from the shoreline, seeing George Michael.
Trying to say they went to a show
no.
that we didn't go to.
No.
It's like, okay.
We are rock and roll. That's what we do. We know all
I
of
would
it.
say George Michael,
Yeah, I mean,
but not now
we are music.
because he's probably decomposing.
We love music. We love all genres of music. Everything.
Yes,
man.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do. But
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
I know I'm cutting you off. You're going to try to segue
go
into
ahead.
something.
No.
But I got another one, and then we're going to start drinking the fourth one. So the third one, I'm still trying to finish off.
What is it?
From Hammer and Stitch Brewing Company. It's called the Lager.
Good beer.
It's 5.3% alcohol, but it is really good too.
Tasty.
I'm telling you, fucking Oregon Beer Club, dude. Whoever
packed our box is a rock star.
Yes, because everything they sent us was fucking nice.
And I appreciate you sending me this for Valentine's Day.
You're welcome. What'd you get me?
I got you. I took you to lunch.
Okay.
Yeah. I took you to
And
lunch.
that was good too.
Yeah.
I ate too much and felt sick after, but I appreciated it at the time. It was good.
She makes sure when we go to those smorgasbord. What do they call it?
Smorgasbord.
Yeah. That AC kills it. She loves to eat.
I do. I always eat too much, which goes into another, like a whole other thing, like my weight problem.
Which I hear about pretty much every day.
I was going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm trying to lose weight. This is not helping me. Because I just can't help it. But I like it so much.
Speaking of losing weight, before the show, we listened to a little music and, and I put on some Pink. We haven't played Pink in forever.
Right.
And that one song, Coming Up or something like that, she was in shape.
Yes. And you and your hand tonight. She's in shape all the time. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And she's had a couple of kids already.
Yeah.
But she's still.
And she's in love with her husband.
She's in love with her husband.
And she's happy.
And she's
very cool.
Very happy. And I love her so much.
Yeah. We sound like The View.
Well, I love her so much. Well, you're the one that like segues into Pink by having like some weight loss thing.
Yeah, well,
we
we started dancing around and shit. We thought, man, she's in shape.
I would be completely happy if I was in shape like her.
Yeah. I mean, put together.
Yes, she's amazing. But she's got an awesome voice, and I completely love her, no matter what size she is, because she's got an amazing voice.
Yeah, it would be cool to get her on the show and talk to her.
Oh yeah, just like we've said a whole other people, and we haven't gotten anybody on this show.
I think we called out all these rock stars.
Nobody wants to be on the show.
And everybody's chicken or thinking, they've only got like 5 listeners. You know what?
We have more than 5.
Drag your ass out of bed, dude, and give us a call.
This is called grassroots.
Yeah.
This is not mainstream. We are not mainstream.
We weren't born into this.
But we're having fun. Yeah. And people who listen like us. How about that?
That's right.
That's for sure.
That's right.
And just for the record, I'm not in shape like Pink is, but I do love her no matter what.
She's awesome. She can sing. She did a Metallica song 3 years ago. And I don't remember. I think it was the Icon Awards or some shit. And she sang a Metallica song. It was
she can
badass,
sing
man.
Anything, not like Hetfield that can only sing Metallica songs.
He tried to do something. What was it? One he was out there doing shit, and he just he just didn't sound
he
right.
tried. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I love Metallica too, but you know what? You gotta stick with what you're doing.
just stick to the formula, buddy.
Yes. So did we say Hammer and Stitch? That's the one I'm still currently drinking. Yeah. Okay, and then the next one.
What is it? Is it
the last one?
The purple one?
The purple one is what you're drinking. I haven't gotten there yet. But it is from Sun River Brewing. Oh, good Lord, I've had too many already.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
pop. It's called Pop Demand.
Hoppy. I can taste hops.
Yeah, it's hazy IPA. But so was the Van Henyen Brewing was hazy. Well, no, was that a hazy IPA? No, maybe not. But this is a hazy IPA. And I'm going to drink it in a second.
No, the Dan Henyon thing was Van Hinian was an India Pale Ale.
Yeah, IPA.
Yeah, so it's a little different, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying to finish this one because this Hammer and Stitch was also a pint.
So Indian Pale Ale is an IPA?
India Pale Ale is an IPA.
God damn it.
That's what that is. You didn't know that?
I had no fucking clue.
IPA, India Pale Ale. That's what that is.
I actually fucking learned something tonight. Or snacks. I gotta tell snacks.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Tell the whole world.
Woo.
IPA equals India Pale Ale.
I know graduated from school.
Yeah, and that was completely surprising.
Yeah, that wasn't scripted. It just came out of nowhere.
Scripted.
Took a minute to register, and there it was. I fucking learned something.
I'm glad you learned that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So when I've said IPA before, you're just like, oh, okay, IPA. And then when it says India Pale Ale, you think it was
I had no idea. I didn't know what IPA meant. I didn't care. And then all of a sudden, I kind of put it together right there and surprised myself.
That's funny. That's a legitimate light. I could have seen a light bulb over your head right there.
I jumped up out of my chair.
You're like, wait a minute. Wait. Is that what that means?
Is that a cat drinking milk on the porch?
That's so... Oh, my God.
Yeah, that got me. It stunned me a little bit.
That's so funny. So...
Yeah.
So then we're also supposed to rate these 4 beers on the scorecard.
I think.
So
go ahead. I'd have to say they're all good. I wouldn't even know where to start doing that. I know,
but it's a 1 through 5, and you said that number 2, the Van Hinian, was your favorite so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like that one the most?
I don't know. I think. Yeah, I think so. The third.
You did like that one?
Third one, second one.
The third one.
Third one, yeah.
No, wait, no, you like the second one. The third one is one I'm drinking right now, the lager.
Yeah, I like the second one.
You like the second one the most?
Yeah.
Van Hinian India Pale Ale. That's the one that you liked.
IPA.
Okay.
Yep.
I actually like the first one, the Alpha Blonde. That was my favorite. I like that one a lot. And then the lager's good.
So we're gonna.
So I'm gonna say that one's a 4.
We're rating the beer now.
I'm rating it right the second. I'm writing it on my little scorecard.
That's right.
And then, because then you, like I say, you can take a picture of your scorecard.
Yeah.
And put it on social media and mention Oregon Beer Club, and tag them for a chance to win a free bonus box.
So
which I'm gonna try to do.
What do we do? Not only we're gonna do that, but we're talking about them on the show. I'm
gonna hashtag them on the show.
That's right.
And let's see. If they want to throw another beer box our way, that'd be good. But honestly, getting their monthly their beer boxes, they're so good.
You know what?
I am
whoever
completely
puts that
happy.
together kind of puts it together, and I think we drank them in the right order. You know, everything was good.
Well, I tried to mix it up. I didn't want to do light to dark, and then I mixed it up.
Yep. So she has a color chart to mix it up. Yep.
So that was really good.
Yep.
I still haven't even had I'm gonna have the Sun River right now. Here we go.
Okay, Sun River.
This is the last one.
Here it is. That's a little different.
It is a little different.
Yeah.
Definitely some hop.
Yes.
In it, but it's not overly hoppy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Everything that they sent us was like perfect for us.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how they did it, but everything was perfect for us. Yep. I really don't know how they did that.
You know what?
That was amazing.
Earlier today, we were driving around, cruising around. And
as we do.
Yeah, we do.
Cruise around town.
Cruise around town. And I started thinking, I heard he was in the House of Pain. Mm-hmm. And Everlast had a big hit back in the day. And I started thinking about how the record companies, and when I started thinking about that, I think about how the record companies don't exist anymore. There's like one or two, maybe one over here. They used to be everywhere, and they owned all the bands back in the day. Mm-hmm. So I started thinking about that, and then, the record rep hooking me up with a cool-ass old hotel to stay in, and we're going to go backstage and hang out with Everlast. And I remember going to the Warfield and doing that.
And that's San Francisco,
San Francisco, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I started thinking, man, what happened to all that? Where's all that anymore? I don't think it happens anymore.
No.
Everlast. I remember hanging out with Stone Temple Pilots. Scott was cool. Everybody was cool. shit, Motley Crue, all that stuff, and I just. What do you do?
You told me to tell you when you're like stopping too short.
I wasn't gonna stop, but
you just like name off people like expand. People want to hear expand.
Well, I don't want.
So Everlast. What kind of details
I
can
don't
you give?
Want to devour too much information.
Oh please.
No,
Everlast. Expand. What kind of information?
Everlast was cool. We hung out. We had some beers.
What kind of beer did you have?
I don't remember.
Did you smoke weed?
I don't remember that either.
Oh my goodness!
No.
So you
it was in San
it
Francisco. It was kind of like I probably didn't to drive home from there, but
oh yeah, probably.
But I had a hotel room, so do
you remember what hotel it was?
Weed. I did. I smoked weed.
I think you drank a lot and you smoked a lot of weed. Yeah. You don't remember shit.
No, I don't.
So, do you remember what hotel it was?
No.
You said it was old and spooky.
It was old and spooky. And it was.
Do you remember what area it was?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, you're worthless.
There was one thing. Thanks. I was working with Left Bank Management, doing a little stuff for Anthony Anzaldo, who was a friend of mine, and he put me up in a hotel, and we were doing the Motley Crue thing in '98. No, 98. Yeah, and I remember. I checked into this hotel and I'm walking out and Tyra Banks walks right past me. And I was like, whoa, shit.
And 98 was that was kind of like her prime, right?
Yeah.
Prime?
Yeah. She just kind of didn't even look at me. She was just, boom, big
like
star.
Like she snooty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very snooty.
Big time. Of course, I had a cold and I was had all this green shit.
I doubt you had a cold. You were probably hungover and fucking high. And those are your two things.
Yeah. And I just shout, hey, how you doing, Tyra?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Was she taller than you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was taller than you?
She's phenomenal looking. I mean, beautiful, no doubt about it. So,
okay.
So there's been some stuff, that we were talking about it earlier.
I know. I just think that you're so like used to radio with little like 2-minute bits that you're not used to podcasts where you can like stretch it out and like say everything. Hey, she had blue shoes on.
And you're not used to drinking beer because now you're just whatever. I'm going to say it.
I'm not 100%. Yeah, I am. Yep. I am going to say it.
Yeah, it is.
I am just saying it.
So we kind of need to get to this.
Okay.
we actually have to, hoist it up, have a drink. One of our neighbors, close, passed away, and so we had no clue what happened. We didn't know. We just found out who it was, and
found out recently.
Yeah, beautiful woman. We appreciate her. And
we're sad she's gone.
Yeah, very sad. So we want to raise it up for her. Lillian. Love you.
Yep. Here we go.
Man, there's a little booze in that.
It's hoppy, but still, like, there's a little, it's easy to drink. So
yeah, it is.
Hey, this is Big Dog
and AC
from the Bigdog and AC Show podcast. We talk rock and roll.
And don't forget horror movies.
You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts.
There's craziness and debauchery.
And no politics. Join the podcast now. Warning, explicit content.
You want to talk about it right now? We'll talk about it right now.
What are you going to talk about? No, we're going to talk about the 3 bands you want to see.
Yeah. We're going to talk about how you want me to go into depth about those stories about radio and meeting bands and stuff like that, but it was never any depth. It was like boom, 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 how you doing, boom, boom, and then gone. And you know that, AC, because you have been...
Why don't you talk about all the payola you used to get? Yeah, which is why they quit getting it.
Yeah. You've been back there and you've seen these guys. Come on. And gals, too.
I know. So. Some of them didn't even want me to take pictures.
No.
I fucking took a picture anyways. And I'm like,
yeah,
whatever.
That's right.
What are you going to do to me? Yep. I don't care if I meet you people or not.
And
How about that?
We were talking about this earlier. There's some bands that we have not seen. And we've always talked about, I need to see this, and I need to see this, and I need to see this. Mm-hmm. And so we said we were going to drop our 3 bands that we want to see. What she's done, perfect. And it took a little bit to kind of figure this stuff out, but the one guy...
That was a low burp for me, by the way. That was a very low incognito burp.
Yep. The one guy that we want to see.
That you want to see.
Well, we want to see. Both of us together want to see this
Okay.
guy. Yeah, I mean, it's Alice Cooper.
Oh, yes. Okay,
yeah,
yes.
I mean, that's.
I thought
mean, it's
you're
Alice
combining
Cooper.
our lists. So
No,
yes.
but that's the one thing that we agree on.
Oh, yes. I'd love to see Alice Cooper.
Oh, man.
And meet him backstage and say more than like, hello.
That'd be awesome.
Milwaukee from,
Yeah.
Now,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Because Milwaukee is what.
Yeah, oh my God. Damn. Nice.
It was from the movie.
Yeah,
Wayne and Garth. Wayne and Garth. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, they saw him in Milwaukee, and then Alice Cooper, when they met him, he was like, "Oh yes, Milwaukee is from Milwaukee, from the Indian." But anyways,
yeah,
they were surprised that he was so smart about shit. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we both agree.
Anybody that watches that movie,
we both agree though. We want to see Alice Cooper.
Wayne's World.
But we haven't seen him. So.
And if I ever meet Alice Cooper, it will be hard for me not to quote Wayne's World to him.
Really?
And I'm sure at this point he heard it a cajillion times back then.
I'm sure he has.
But now this is like 40 years later.
Yeah.
No, it's not 40 years. I'm dating myself. It's not 40 years later. It's probably like 20 years later.
That's right. AC's dating.
No, it's probably like 30 years later. 30 years later.
5.
He's still gonna have to hear. He's gonna hear me say Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, oh my God. And I'll say I'm not worthy, and he'll say exactly.
So our number ones would be Alice Cooper. So
yes, for sure, 100%.
My number 2, and I wish I could have seen this guy like in the 80s, his prime of his career.
Prime.
Oh my God, it would have been bitching. John Mellencamp.
Yes, I can see that because.
Fuck yeah, man.
And you don't want to see him now, probably.
I know, you know what? No, I'd still like to see him now.
Yeah, but I mean, you listen to some of his new stuff. He sounds like a smoker.
You know what? He is. But he's a great artist. I mean, he's a great artist.
He is, yes. But I appreciate his early stuff.
Now, so you're getting on him because he's old, right?
No, I'm not getting on him because he's old. I'm getting on him because he's a smoker and he sounds like he's been smoking
a long time.
A long time in his new stuff.
Who's your number 2?
Kiss.
Oh, so now that's old too.
Which of course they're fucking 100 years old. 70? And if I ever, they're more than 70. Jeez. They got to be closer to 80, right?
I don't know.
Are they in their 70s?
There's
they're
no way
freaking old.
There's no way they're closer to 80.
They're freaking old, but I wish I had seen them in their prime too, where their show was humongous. I know you saw them.
I saw them.
Their show was
twice,
huge. And they've already had like 5, 6, 7, 800 reunion retirement shows. This is our last show.
You know
but
what?
if I was to see them,
it's all about money.
Yes. Yeah. And so if they're still around, maybe next year doing another retirement show. Nice. Whatever. I would go see them. I know Gene can't jump as high.
No.
Paul can't sing as high as he used to.
But
I guarantee you
before they retire completely, you got to go see Kiss.
I would like to.
It's just amazing.
Sure the fireworks budget has quadrupled.
No, of course. Many years ago I saw them, and from the first time I saw them back in the day to the other 3 times that I did see them, holy shit, man. They were so loud and so good at what they do. It was just like, I want to do that.
They're awesome entertainers.
Yes.
And I still think I would enjoy. And so when I was trying to pick my 3 from here, I'm trying to think what band can I sit through the whole concert for? Because we've been to concerts before.
Yeah.
Sure, I like 2 or 3 of their songs, and then the rest I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm tired of dealing.
Yeah. So what could you do?
So these were the ones that I had to think hard and think like, this is what I want to do. So Alice Cooper, 100%, like I say. But Kiss, I just think the whole situation would be over the top, even if they're seniors, even if they're AARP card members.
No, stop.
Social Security.
AC's being ornery like her dad.
I would still go see them because I think it would be fun, and it would still be a whole show, and it would be really fun.
See Gene swinging his old dick around on the stage. fuck.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely not jumping as high.
Oh, hell no. You can't even jump out of bed.
No,
So,
he's gonna have like the little thing where he's got the they have the little kids on the booster seats and they're jumping from the door frames. You know how they have the elastic thing. That's what he's gonna do.
He's gonna be carrying around that old dick of his for a long time.
I don't think the women cared about his dick. I think his tongue was the big deal.
Was that really?
So I don't know if that loses any like elasticity. Is it like an erectile dysfunction thing? Does his tongue not work? I'm not sure. So I think that's what women liked about besides his bass playing, of course.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then Paul, I don't know.
How about his money? You think they liked his money too?
I'm sure they all like all of their money.
Oh, there's a lot of money.
I'm sure there's a lot. And I would like to pick his brain on business stuff.
Oh, that's
because he's an amazing businessman. And I will always say that.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to fucking market.
Yeah, he does.
And if he can market the Big Dog and AC show, we'd be like top number 1 on Spotify. And
okay, let's get to number 3.
Oh, okay.
7 minutes of number 2 and 1. Who's number 3? What do you got?
My number 3 is the Interrupters. They're awesome.
That's not what you had written on here.
I know. Remember I told you.
Yeah.
I had Backstreet Boys.
See him live.
To see them live because I never saw them live. You have.
Yeah, I know.
You've seen them live.
I shouldn't have ever been there, but I did it for my son. He wanted to see the Backstreet Boys.
And I would have seen them.
So I took him to see the Backstreet Boys.
I didn't know you then.
And
otherwise, I would have gone.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I'm the only guy other than my son in a sea of women with their daughters to see the Backstreet Boys.
Well, it's the Backstreet Boys, so yeah. I would have gone.
They didn't do a meet and greet. They had the guys come out on stage and sit down and answer questions. And we were all I'm sitting there realizing I'm the only man in that crowd. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys, I don't know which one it was, AJ or
I think
Johnny G or Slimmy Doo.
I don't think those are their names, but that's all right.
He's the blonde hair.
Was it Nick?
Yeah.
Nick? No, it was Carter.
Yeah,
Carter.
He just pointed at me and said, dude, a lot of props for you, man. You're the only guy in that audience.
See, if I was around, I would have gone and you didn't have to go.
No, you could have.
Well, you could have gone
because
my
son.
You could have picked your son up at the end of the show, and then
go back and hang out with the Backstreet Boys.
I know, but realistically now, I changed it to the Interrupters.
Yeah, because we forgot about that for a minute and then realized how badass they are. So
Interrupters are awesome, though.
Yeah, and I went to that
punk,
too.
They're fucking.
The one band I'd love to see was Lit. I think Lit plays a lot of really good songs, and you said you already hung out with those motherfuckers.
I've seen them. I've hung out with them a couple times. It's like,
so
done that.
Yeah. So,
I got pictures.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll post them someday.
I think you should. But Lit, and then, of course, Interrupters.
And then there's... Yeah. So we agree on Alice Cooper and the Interrupters.
Yep. You got Kiss, and I got Mellencamp.
Yes.
That's 2 quality bands.
I think that's a solid 6.
It is.
Or, well, it's not 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we overlapped on their stuff. I had to count them.
Yeah, we did.
It overlapped, so.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be cool.
I think so. I think that...
So what's on your guys's, top bands? Who do you want to see? I mean, who's out there now that you're interested, or who? I'm talking to the listeners, not you.
Oh.
Or who in the past they wish they had seen. I mean, let us know. bigdogacshow@gmail.com. Any of our social media. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, and I think who in the past, I'd have to say Queen. I would have loved to see fucking Queen.
Oh,
that would have been so fucking badass.
We can agree on that for sure.
Yeah,
I would love to have seen Queen.
Queen, unbelievable. Fucking check out some of their live shit. Just really good.
Hey, this is Big Dog
and AC
from the Big Dog and AC Show podcast.
If you want to see what we're up to, you should really follow our social media. Search for the Big Dog and AC Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Join the podcast now.
Warning, explicit content.
3, 2, 1. Wow, we actually counted that one in.
Yeah, you counted that one in. That's the first
out
of all the segments in the last few times.
Yeah.
We haven't been counting anything.
We want to give some props to Oregon Beer Club, man. Thank you very much. It's been a good run tonight. No doubt about that.
Everything they picked was so good. I cannot stress, and I'm not blowing smoke or talking out of my hat.
Talking out of your hat.
I'm not talking out of my hat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm legit saying everything they picked was really good for us.
I couldn't believe your mom didn't say ass and she said hat.
I think did we say what talking out of your hat meant?
No, I think
that's what my mom said.
Now. Yeah, I don't know.
When they were here for New Year's,
I
whatever.
really don't remember much of the shows outside of the box.
Yeah, once we say them, we're done. We don't pay attention.
Beer's gone, so are we.
But my mom said talking out of your hat instead of talking out of your ass, and we all laughed because we're like, we've never heard that. It's like, Mom, just say ass if that's what you meant.
She won't do it,
and she won't do it.
No,
I don't know how that woman raised me, but I mean, fuck. I fucking cuss a lot, and I don't know where that fucking comes from.
That's why we put change in a jar and donate it to the animal shelters.
Yes, at the end of the show.
Yeah,
you hear the change, and I know we keep forgetting to say that after every show.
Right.
If you hear the change dropping at the end of the show,
right,
that is me putting money in the swear jar.
Yeah.
And we donate it twice a year to the animal shelter.
Yeah, we do.
And I blame my dad for my cussing because it's got to come from somewhere, and I don't feel like it's from my mom.
He cusses.
But still, I haven't heard them cuss that much. They don't cuss around me because I'm their daughter.
Right.
But, fuck, I cuss all the fucking time.
Yeah, and
I just don't know where it fucking comes from.
Your dad lets it out, so he lets it out. He does. I've been driving truck with him, hanging out with him, and he does let it out. So.
Well, my mom, when me and my sister...
Because if he let it out when your mom is there, your mom is sock him one.
She'll look at... Yeah, she'll sock him just because.
Sock him one.
Okay, that's another reason to sock you.
Sock you.
But I remember me and my sister being little, sharing the same room. My mom knocked something off the dresser, and she said shit. And we were like, oh my gosh, she said shit. Like, that was the biggest fucking deal.
And you remember that?
I vividly remember, yes, because she never cussed whatsoever, and I don't know if she had that in her head that she couldn't cuss in front of the kids or whatever. And I don't have any kids, so fucking fuck.
She made me get married in a church too. That's what I mean. Wow.
She made me get married in a church, and then I made you
get me. Yeah, I was ready for the golf course. Fucking married out there. Yeah,
believe me, that was not my choice.
No,
but yeah. So I fucking cuss all the time, so I don't know where that came from. So and I don't know why we're talking about that right now. We already lost count.
Okay, go ahead.
Of what? Go ahead of what?
Yeah.
Go ahead of what?
Thank you, Oregon Beer Club. Fucking this whole show.
It's not me. It's supposed to. You're supposed to be going into something. Where'd you get it? You were going to talk about the Olympics.
Okay, I got a couple things. Just I'll make it short and sweet. In the Olympics.
You're acting like it's me. It's not me.
I'll make it short and sweet with the Olympics. Okay. Some of the stuff was good. Some of the stuff was like, what the fuck's going on? And then some of the stuff was just terrible. And the terrible part of this whole thing was that Russian skater. And let me finish. That Russian skater, obviously, she took something, and nobody. And then when they say, they failed her. They failed her. What were they supposed to do? I mean, the evidence was there. What were they supposed to do? Like, get her through that? I mean, they didn't do it, and she's 15 years old. Mm-hmm. That is an atrocity. She should, defect and get out of there because they don't give a shit about her, obviously. Mm-hmm. Get out of there.
My take on it, without being too political about everything, is that she's 15 years old. She's in Russia. She's going to take whatever they tell her to take. Right.
Oh, yeah. But obviously she didn't know. So.
Even if she knew, she's gonna take what they tell her to take, and that's basically it. I mean, you're done. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But that's why they test for drugs. Yeah. And if it's straight across the board, no matter what your age is, no matter what country, blah blah blah. If you tested positive for something, you don't compete.
No,
right?
They would have done her a favor if they said, "Look,"
and that would have been it.
Sit out, come back.
Yes, and sit back.
Yeah.
Come back later. She's only 15. She'll be back in 4 years. She'll be 19. It's not a big deal.
And if they let her compete, she's going to blow everybody away. That's how good she was. She
Well,
was good.
yes, and that's how good she is now, without whatever she's taking. That's all I gotta say is that, you know what, without being too political,
Yeah, because we
15.
don't do that.
Don't blame her now, but definitely, no matter what, you test positive for something, you're not able to compete because you test positive. You're done. You come back in 4 years, and that's it. I mean, that should have been done deal. Boom. So that's it.
Yeah, I think
She's kind of tainted that whole situation.
Yeah.
Not her.
no.
The situation tainted
She's 15.
the figure skating. It's not. Yes, I don't blame her whatsoever.
No, she don't know.
She doesn't know. So moving
You got
on,
you got all these cornball adults around her to just sell their soul to win a medal.
especially in Russia. I mean,
terrible.
you're not going to be able to have a lot of a choice. So it's unfortunate that whole thing.
Biden's going to fix that. He's going to fix Russia.
But we're not talking. We're not talking politics. Okay. So, but I like the skeleton because we were talking about luge. I like the luge.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you need to turn the. So skeleton is the luge, but you're face forward.
Right. Oh, insane.
Which is what I would do because I want to see what's going. I can't lay down there and then like try to. That would hurt your neck.
Well,
I can't do that.
You wouldn't be able to look over your boobs. They're too big.
Well, that too.
You can lay on your back.
No, exactly.
No. Yeah.
So skeleton's the way to go.
Yeah.
Lay on your stomach. And then you're doing that whole. I think that would be so fucking awesome. It'd be so fun. I would totally do that. I would do the skeleton. I would totally do it.
You do it.
It would be fun, and I would do bobsled too.
Bobsled would be cool.
It would be
Think so?
fun.
Did they have a Portuguese team at the Olympics?
I did not see any Portuguese people.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I think they're all doing the high dives because they like to do the high dives.
And they win.
And they're out. Yes.
And they win all that shit. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we like water. I
Yeah,
guess.
we
We don't like frozen water.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But I did like a lot of the Olympics, and we watch random times.
Yeah.
And Super G, I don't know how these people. Anybody that skis, I've never snow
At
skied.
80 miles an hour.
Yes.
Fuck.
Anybody that snow skis, hats off to you because honestly, I don't know.
And then they had Lindsey Vonn as a commentator. And when she was wearing a dress, and you could see her knees have been like worked on so many times.
Well,
you know?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
man.
at least you know what she's saying is
Oh,
true.
Fuck yeah. She knew
She's
exactly.
been there.
When she was talking about all that shit, she knew exactly what she was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, that old Bobby John or whatever his name was a commentator. he threw it to her, and then his jaw.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, his jaw would be on the ground, and she'd be like, "This is what's going on." Back to you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny's like,
No.
"Dude."
I did like all the. I'm burping. Sorry, excuse me.
Go ahead.
It's
It's better than sneezing because AC sneezes are horribly loud. Yeah, they are. Yep.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Whatever.
Yep.
I do like the Winter Olympics though because there's a lot. Oh my gosh, we watched the cross country.
Oh
skiing.
yeah. Fuck.
Holy
That's
cow, they're
crazy.
like 100. Well, not 100. An hour. I'm thinking in my mind is one something. It's an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of fucking skiing.
They got muscles in their shit. That's how.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah.
And then they all collapse after the finish line.
They die.
Yes,
they're all
like that.
clear. Bring them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate everybody that does that for all countries. Anybody out there in the Olympics. I mean, good for it's. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
No shit. I mean, but
oh hell
it's like,
no, I'd be done.
Yeah.
it'd be
No,
done.
I mean, good for them. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And I support everybody, all the athletes, all the countries that go there, no matter what
Doesn't
political
matter.
bullshit that's going on.
Oh yeah.
They're going there to support their country.
And political is bullshit.
Well, yes. So I support all the athletes that actually make it there.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to do with no political rate, no, nothing. It's like you are doing the best for your country.
I think the
And good
best.
for you.
I think the best thing I saw on the Olympics was of course, Canada and the United States women went up for the gold medal in hockey, and Canada won it. And you know what? With everything that's going on with the truckers and that dickhead they have in
Okay.
office,
Yes, but no politics, right?
politics.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Canada wins that. They don't even care what they're doing over there. You know, they don't care about politics. We're gonna win a fucking gold medal. And they went up against the best team ever, the United States. So it was very cool, I think, for the women to do that. You know? I think that some of the shit was going on in the Olympics. Like, what the hell's going on? But
like my mom's like, I don't understand curling.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe it's popular other places.
Yeah, well.
It's interesting though to watch it now. And then,
the boss has never seen curling.
No.
So she's, it's gonna
but
take
it's
a
funny that when you watch something, it's a sport that obviously we don't play and that we don't have anything into it.
What is
but
going
then
on.
after you're watching the Olympics, you're like, oh, well, they should have done it this and they should have done it. I was like, I don't fucking know. But you're watching the Olympics and you're thinking that, they should do this.
Just
and they
keep
should
watching the Olympics. Yeah.
But
it was cool.
I like it because
Yeah.
you get to see a lot of different things and, you get to see all the countries. And when they're all hugging each other after somebody
Helping
wins.
each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yes, it's supposed to be that,
Supposed to be fun.
I like it when you see that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. We have, and this has been gone for a little while. We have a movie review coming up,
Yes,
and it's going to be amazing.
amazing.
Because you watched a really good movie, actually.
It was good.
Yeah. So, it's coming
all
up.
right.
Big Dog AC Show.
It's AC's movie review!
So this week's movie review will be called Hellfest.
That sounded like a freshman in high school trying to recite a play.
I'm trying not to comment.
That was
I was trying to start it
AC.
without commenting on my intro because
And
I always
AC,
comment on the
AC,
intro.
Put a little something into it, a little feeling.
This is Hellfest. The movie Hellfest. This is the movie Hellfest 2018. It was on Netflix. It's rated R. But I kept seeing pop up, and finally I'm like, okay, hell, let's watch this movie. Okay, so I did, and it's horror and thriller.
Yep.
Okay, you saw a little bit of it.
I did.
And you were like, how the fuck can you watch this movie and then go to sleep? Because part of what you saw was like one of the killings, I think.
Yeah.
And you're like, how are you watching this?
They just skull dragged that motherfucker and killed him.
Well,
yeah.
So I'm going to
man.
say straight up right now,
Yes.
I'm kind of glad I watched this movie because this movie has gone along everything I have fucking said as far as going into a haunted house,
No.
a haunted forest,
Nope.
anything like that,
Nope.
where it's in the dark
I'm not
and
going
you're
in there.
wandering through it.
No.
And I have
that.
said I will
Yep.
not do it
No.
because. Hold on, let me finish what I'm
No.
trying to tell.
No.
Let me finish what I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
I don't go through those because there can be a serial killer that will want to kill you and no one will notice because they think it's part of the thing.
Oh yeah, it's part of the gag.
That is what happened in this movie.
Oh really?
So, 100%, I agree with the movie.
I walked through a cemetery on Halloween one night at midnight, and me and my friends walked through that cemetery, and you know it to me it was just okay. Let's get through, and then by the end we got out of there. I'm thinking, man, there was a lot of people in there checking me out walking through there. Hell yeah!
But that was a regular cemetery.
I was buffed.
I mean, oh God, whatever. Yeah, even the dead people rose to go see what you look like.
Buffed ass body.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they said.
No.
No, I don't think so. So this movie, though, Hellfest,
Yes.
it kind of revolves around these 6 college kids. There's 2 couples, and then there's the one girl and the one boy that kind of like each other, right? Blah, blah, blah. So the one girl's coming to visit, and so then this is their idea of fun. They're going to this, it's called Hellfest, and it is kind of like a theme park, seasonal theme park for Halloween. And honestly, I can see this making a lot of money, and I really think that this would probably be really cool and really fun because they have all kinds of little mazes and things, and they have like a little roller coaster that it's all Halloween, and it would be fun. I can see this making money like in real life, right? But then they go through this one maze, the girls do, and there's this one guy that's like supposedly an actor. But see, this is the thing. You go in there and you think it's all part of the shtick or everything, and it's not. This person's really killing people. So 2 of the girls leave, and the third one is just watching this one guy because he grabbed this one girl and he's gonna kill her, and she's like, no, help me, and no one's paying attention because they all think of that as part of the whole gag or whatever. So then this one college girl, the one from the whole main group, she's watching this guy and he's catching this girl, and she even tells him where the girl's hiding. So he catches the girl, and then he's holding her like he's gonna kill her, and he's looking straight in the eyes at this other girl, this college girl. And she's like, well, are you gonna do it already or what? So then he kills the girl, and he kills the other girl, and he's looking at her, and she's like, okay, whatever. And so she leaves. So she thinks it's all part of the shit. So then later on, they're walking through the park, and then she sees when someone gets killed, they're kind of like, oh, ha, 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 and then they get up and walk away. And she's like, oh, well, hey, wait a minute. This other girl that I just saw that got killed, she didn't get up like that. It's like, well, no shit, because he fucking killed her. So then this one guy that she saw kill that other girl, he starts following this group of college co-eds around. And, they're all horny. They're they act like they're all sexy and shit. Yeah. So then they're all walking through everything. So they go through, this is a very elaborate, hell-based Halloween park.
Crazy.
And I still think that this would probably be a very popular park. This would be popular. And some of the things I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, well, that would be kind of cool. Now I'd probably kind of go there and stuff. And then you got to go to this one Beyond, where you got to ride through this one little maze thing, and you get to the Deadlands. And that's supposed to be like the major hardcore horror thing.
Yeah.
And that's where they can touch you, and you got to sign a waiver, and they let them touch you. And so it's like, first of all, I am not going to let them touch me. And I appreciate that it's going to be more scary and horror and shit, but in real life, I would not let them touch me, because if you can touch me, I can touch you, and I don't think people want that to happen. Because if you try to come at me, instinct-wise, it's like I'm just going to punch you, and it's not going to be fun for you.
Okay. So is this part of the movie?
Yes.
Oh.
This is part of the movie where they have to sign a waiver that it lets people touch you in this part of the park.
Right.
So they can fucking hurt you. They don't specify if they can hurt you, but if they can touch you, obviously something can fucking happen. So they go to this scariest part, like inside, like deep inside the park.
Right.
And then that serial killer is following them around. And of course, nobody believes them that this is really happening, that this guy's really killing people, that this guy's really following them around and stalking them and whatever through the park. And so a lot of shit happens, I'm going to say. And like I say, this is something this is why I don't go through these things. This is why, because serial killer can come in, kill you. Nobody knows what's going on.
No.
So I'm going to appreciate this movie because of the reality that it could possibly happen. And people can say I'm crazy, but fuck you. It's not crazy. Yes. This is real, that I can see something like this possibly happening. So I'm gonna give it props for that. But there's also gore in it. Somebody gets killed. They get a syringe stuck through their eyeball, basically deep down into their fucking skull.
Damn.
Crammed in there. Somebody else gets killed with a, one of those little hammer things where you try to like shoot the thing up to knock the bell.
Yeah.
I don't know what those things are called.
I don't either.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody's skull gets smashed by that hammer. There's some gore in there with the kills, but then the rest of it is kind of like them walking around the park.
Yeah. So
a lot of them walking around the park.
Yeah.
Being creepy, but seeing this as an evil Disneyland, and I can see it happening. I can really see someone making this a park.
Really?
Yes, because it would be kind of cool. They had little
1 to 5
mazes,
beers.
all that stuff.
1 to 5.
1 to 5 beers on this movie.
You sound like you're going to be generous. So
I am.
Yeah.
So 1 to 5.
Because you're never generous.
I'm never generous, but I can appreciate this movie because this is like my fear right there. Boom. Like, this is realistic that I think that this could happen.
1 to 5.
I'm giving it 3.5.
Whoa! You don't ever do 3.5.
I know. I was going to give it 3, but I'm going to give it 3.5. 3.5.
Yeah.
Because I this is what I feel like this could happen. I mean,
Wow.
this is why I don't go. You know,
okay.
because all it takes is that one crazy person. And then there's a twist at the very, 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 when they never tell you who the actual killer is.
No.
They don't tell you who the killer is. But at the very end, it makes you realize that it could be anybody. Okay? I'll just say that from the ending. It could be anybody that chooses. But then it also, when you see it, you see that this person has probably gone to different horror things.
Right.
I'll say different Halloween events to figure out what is the mask and, to blend in. I'll say that. To blend in.
Yeah.
But,
1 to 5. 3.5?
3.5. I think this is somewhat cheesy, but I honestly feel like this is a pretty decent movie.
Pretty good.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. No. In your top 10?
No, I don't think it's in my top 10.
No.
I don't think it's in my top 10.
Nope.
But I do feel it's a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's, I'm going to say 3.5.
Right there.
So, but also now, moving on past my movie review,
Yeah.
we will say that Big Dog lost his Super Bowl bet.
I was trying to get that in. I was trying to cut you off in your
You can't cut
review
me off. I
and
mean,
just-
I can
and
make it
get-
myself. You don't need to cut me off. I can do it myself.
I was trying to get that loss of that Super Bowl. We made a bet, Super Bowl bet.
Yes.
So whoever lost the Super Bowl bet had to do something on TikTok for the other person that won. And AC cannot figure out for the life of her what she wants me to do.
No,
I'm out.
No, you're not out. No, you're not out.
Yeah,
What?
I'm out.
Yeah, Big Dog would like to think that he's out.
I'm out. You haven't told me shit.
I
What do you want me to
want
do?
I have two.
What do you want me to do?
I want him to do the Mountain Boogaloo,
The
which
Mountain
is a
Boo-
dance.
That's only in Gold Beach. That's it.
But he will be dancing
Yes.
on TikTok, and
Yeah.
it will be posted by Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Tuesday on TikTok.
All right.
So we will be filming that, and he will be doing it, and it will be called the Mountain Boogaloo, and I hope that it just takes off as a great TikTok craze.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine because I know how to boogaloo. Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But it will be on TikTok.
Yeah,
So
it will.
please, if you're following us at Big Dog AC Show,
Yep.
please check him out
Yeah.
because he will be dancing
I
the
will.
Mountain
That's what she
Boogaloo.
wants. Yep. That's
is
it. Big Dog AC Show. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Maybe the next show we can get Snacks and talk to Snacks a little bit and see what he's doing.
Speaking of next show,
Yes.
it will be no movie review, but Ask AC.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any questions,
Yeah. You can ask
Please.
AC because she has
Yes.
all the fucking answers.
I have all the answers, whether
Yeah.
you want me to or not.
Yeah.
BigDogACShow at gmail.com. Or, we're on Facebook, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter. We're doing a lot more on Twitter now.
Yeah, the one thing we
So-
do one thing we do in the studio when AC swears, because we have a swear jar, and we've been filling that up, and we're going to donate that to animal shelter somewhere. I don't know where. So, but we'll get to that.
Well,
Yeah,
we've
we'll
been
get to
doing
that.
Fresno because that's where we got Rock and Roll Kitty. But, I also want to do stuff up here in Oregon, too.
Yeah,
So
we're going to do it. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Peace out.
share us with their friends and family.
Yeah.
Please.
Here's to Lillian.
Yes.
We love you.
Lillian.